Welcome back to episode 16 of Getting Mixy, a CDL podcast hosted by me, Shane, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Nick, after Major 2. Nick, how are you doing, man? What's going on?
Doing good, Shane. Very high after the weekend. What a great weekend of COD we
Dude, what a
just
horrible
had.
weekend. What a horrible weekend. What a horrible weekend.
Horrible weekend for some, great weekend for select few individuals, right? But I'm doing good, Shane. How about yourself, man? Horrible weekend. Why is that, man?
Dude, horrible weekend. Dude, the LA Thieves might just be onliners. I don't know what to tell you. They just don't care. They just don't care when I'm watching them play. But no, I'm doing good. Good weekend of COD. A lot of 3-0s. Wasn't really expecting much of that. A lot of 3-0s. I remember before, like, Major 1, Minor 1, every single series was a map 5. Every single series took 10 years to complete. And now, dude, now we're getting DoorDash series. And low key, with how bad some of these teams are, I'm down for it. I'm so down for it.
No, I
But
agree.
no, overall good. Very, very upset. Very upset, but overall I'm good. Thank you for asking.
I mean, this is just like what happens when you start getting a little bit more into the year, because like when the game comes out, now everyone's got down, everyone's on a pretty even playing field, so that's where you get a bunch of like map 5s, close maps. But we're definitely starting to see that gap formed, right? And you can especially see
Oh,
it
for sure,
within,
separation.
the final placements of the last two majors. You've seen it in the CDL point standings. I don't know if we'll be able to bring that up or not, but like, yeah, there's like a gap between the top like 5 and
It's a
then,
lot.
dude, it's a fucking drop. But Shane, let's not waste much time. We got some teams to talk about.
Got a few.
Dude, I'm sort of gonna put you on the spot. What team do you want to talk about first?
What team? I'll talk about a sleeper team going into the major. No one expected Ultra to do this good. In our previous video, we were talking about predictions. We collectively had Ultra the 5th, 6th best team in the world. I don't know if they won on a life run. Granted, they did play a bunch of shit cans. Granted, they played a lot of shit cans back to back to back. Joe Deceives had a life event. Shout out Joe, love that guy. But man, what do you think about them? Because they beat the Gorilla Mates. Oh, first they lost to Cloud9, which I predicted. Baby, let's go. But
Dude,
they
what's
beat
that
the
about you?
Gorilla Mates. They beat OpTic, who both those teams suck. They beat the Breach. Breach had one life series, pissed me off. But Breach suck, right? Like they had 3 bad like teams to play, and they 3-0 smoke showed them. And then, bro, the Thieves game seemed fluky. The Thieves came out flat as hell. And then I do think the Surge is good, which is where their run ended. What are you thinking about the Ultra? You think Ben Beans has got it? You think Joe Deceives is him?
Dude, I mean, this weekend, it just felt like a weekend where everything good that could happen happened at the same time. Because we've always seen glimpses with this team, right? Like, we've seen a bunch of glimpses from Joe Deceives. He has
Top
been...
50.
He's truly only been getting better and better ever since he had that stint in Challengers last year, and then he came back into the Thieves lineup at like Major 3 last year. He's legit only gotten better and better. Beans, he had a great weekend, which was a little out of nowhere, but only because I feel like his Major 2 qualifiers was a little iffy.
Underwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if bro showed up because he maybe thought his roster spot was on the line. I mean, like, I remember, like, I heard Ali making a point, like, oh, bro might have thought, like, his, like, roster spot was on the line. I don't know if that was the case because, I don't know, like, to me, this Ultra team, I felt like they were going to stick it out no matter what. But regardless, I mean, yeah, maybe Beans felt that pressure to perform and sort of just went to, like, that next level. Kleenex and Insight, they stepped into a bit too. I feel like they've been, like, a little lackluster. Like, yeah, like, Joe Deceives is only truly that... Dude, they're Lanimals, bro. They're Lanimals. They've been there. They've done it.
Land, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Ultra is... Yeah, you don't really doubt them on land, right? Like, they're never really going to show up on, like, a weekend and just sort of get slammed. Unless they just get, like, a really bad draw, right? Like, then...
Right.
Okay,
like, if
maybe.
they draw into FaZe and then, like, they draw into, like, a Ravens down below somehow, you know?
Yeah.
Then you could be like, this is scary for them.
No,
to your point on them not making a change, I think if they like double bopped out, I think there could have been a change on the table. If you lose to Cloud9, that's sort of respectable. We had Cloud9 and Ultra like neck and neck, so like that's okay. That happened. But I think if they lose to Lagmates, bro, oh man. Oh man. I think there would be talks about them blowing it up. For sure. For sure.
I mean, talks maybe, but dude, we've just said this for literally every team out there. Like, what change would you make? I mean, I will say right now, I feel
Bro, you
like
call
changes are a little
OpTic.
bit more obvious because there definitely are like a bunch of good challengers players that do deserve their
Oh my
shot up.
gosh.
But
So
I mean,
many.
like for a team like Ultra though, like you've seen the capability of say like a guy like Beans had if he was on chopping block. Are there many players and challengers that are clear upgrades? There's maybe some that are
Um,
side grades, potential upside, but I mean that's just Beans as a player though. Like he's someone
right.
that it was a small gamble in the offseason for them. This was Beans somebody. He was a good player showing out on a bad team. So you took the chance. You're like, okay, like we think this guy has talent. Can he come into this roster, show us this potential upside? And yeah, like Bean's weird, but like we sometimes see it and we sometimes don't. I hope we consistently get that because like I think Beans is 100% capable. He just he just gotta be in like the right headspace, thinking clear about the
Right.
game. Cause like that's probably what just like was for Beans this weekend. Like you just had like that flow going for him, right? So
Dude, he was feeling
the
it.
the decision making was on point, and that's just like
He got a
what
lot of
gets talked
three
about a lot with
pieces.
Beans. Oh yeah, dude, he's getting hyped
Dude,
up,
he was
screaming and shit.
farming.
No,
Shout
hundred
out Beans for
percent.
that.
Yeah, so like just like this flow state that he gets into, like he just needs to find a way to, I
Always
guess,
be there.
consistently do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Dude, okay, we were talking about Joe. We also mentioned the Thieves. Bro, if that EWC Thieves team stuck, they'd sort of be nasty this year, no? Kremp is playing pretty good COD right now. Nasty is actually nasty. Joe is him, and like I think Dan Ghosty's always been pretty good. Like I think he's a very consistent player. You know what you're gonna get out of him. They would have been pretty good this year.
Dude,
Like
they would have.
pretty good, dude.
Yeah, they would
So
have like really
crazy how
been
like
off the back of like
what?
their final at EWC. Like, yeah, they would just like have momentum go for them.
Yeah, they would have had a very good year, I think. All right, I think that sums up my surprise, like good. Do you have any surprise good teams? Anyone striking your eye?
I mean, there's a clear one right as day. I don't know if we want to talk about them yet.
No, we could, dude. Yo, fuck FaZe. Fuck you, Draza. I hate this little dynasty squad. I hate them. I hate them so much. They are so good.
You hate the
All right,
dynasty
let's
stuff?
talk about. You want to talk about OpTic? It was their home series. We finally got to see what Caesar Skies brings to the table. Saw them in 2 series. Give me your thoughts, because I have a bit to say.
You have a bit to say?
Bit to say.
Dude, OpTic. I mean, I don't know fully what to think about them in the sense of I don't know just taking the results for what they are this past weekend. I don't know how to process them because you
Right.
beat ROKKR, you beat them pretty convincingly. And okay, I know ROKKR's down there in the standings, like 10th. I kind of rate ROKKR as a
Yes.
team though. I feel like they just had like a pretty they've had a rough run recently, but if you look at their last like 5 to 6 matchups, they're all top teams. It's not like ROKKR's sitting
Right.
there like losing to Heretics, losing to Lagmates, losing to whatever other like
Anyone.
mid teams. Like it's been the top dogs. It's been Phases, Thieves. Like
Mm.
arguably this OpTic team was the only like truly mid team. And OpTic, I mean, right off the roster change, it was kind of hard to exactly gauge, right? So yeah, you smoke ROKKR and then you get smoked by Ultra. But we just saw Ultra have a really good weekend. I mean, the same team smoked
Good event.
the going into this weekend best team in the game in LA Thieves, right? So like I don't know, but when we talk about the outside of game and stuff, though, dude, I mean there was this clip from the flank going around. I mean, I even
Dude,
like saw it
Donnie
live.
Temp.
Donnie Temp spilling the beans, saying the team might be compromised. It reminds him of fucking Paris Legion from Vanguard, the same team that won I think like 4 total series, and 2 of them was from the
Which is
program, so they don't even get included in the stats. It looks like they went 2-23 or whatever the hell it was.
an
Um,
insane stat line.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, we obviously don't know like what's going on with OpTic outside the server, but inside the server,
Right.
I mean, like, it looked a little better, a little bit, but I mean, like, still a bunch of worrying designs, a lot of boneheaded plays. dude, I'm gonna be a bit of a hater. I don't like. I know 2 series, brand new system, arguably new role. Skies is getting slammed, bro. Skies is still getting slammed.
Say it with your chest. Skies was brought onto this like team, and everyone was like, "Oh, Skies is an enabler. He's gonna enable Bruce to go get his 1.5. He's gonna enable Shotzi. He's gonna enable Pred." Bro, they're still brain dead on the map. I watched them play a vault control. There was like 8 seconds left on P2. Dude, Caesar and Dashy were both staring at P2. No. I'm talking about Vault. They played Vault. I think they played Vault
control. They played protocol controls. They played 2 protocol controls.
Vault P2 is hardpoint.
Oh,
Vault
sorry.
P2.
I crashed out. Oh, against Ultra.
No, you're chilling. Right. Yeah. Dude, I saw Dashy and Skies both sitting dirt staring at hill with 7 seconds left, and Shotzi spawns up dirt with them, and Shotzi hits like the horse route, and he sits cat. 3 of them did not rotate. Dude. Let me explain this to anyone that's confused. The most important hill on Vault is P4. You get P4 control by getting top art control, and you stay on that side of the map. Why did 3 players, 2 AR players, not rotate to top art with 7 seconds left on P2 to hold P3 side correctly? I literally couldn't tell you. I literally could not tell you. If you pause any point in time in any of their hardpoint gameplay, you're gonna see a team that is just not playing a correct game. And I know talk is cheap because I'm not a pro. I will never be a pro, and I'm just looking from the outside. But like, obviously, I don't know what preparation they're doing, how much practice they got. They got like 4 or 5 days practice max, probably. I get it, and I'm gonna give the team time. But if next time they have a match, I think they play in 2 weeks. If some of these basic fundamental issues are not fixed, I will be calling for another roster change. I will be, because it is unacceptable that my terrible COD understanding could figure that out and they cannot. I don't know what it is. Also, we traded Kenny dropping horrible numbers for Caesar Sky, also dropping horrible numbers. I am a Kenny defender. I will always be a Kenny defender. I think Kenny is so good. And I'm very biased in that way. But dude, I don't feel like this OpTic team, I don't feel like Caesar Skies enabled anyone to do anything. They just played a shit can team after they got their rings, by the way. They got their rings and then played a shit can team at their home major. Like, that ROKKR series, I'm not going to call it a fluke because the better team won. But wow, what a fluke was that. And like, Ultra, a team with actual fundamentals, a team that actually knows what they're doing, a team that actually understands how to play the game. It wasn't even close. It literally wasn't even close. It literally was not even close. If OpTic do not make the proper changes to play the game correctly, dude, they don't even have to play like entirely correctly. If they just did anything as a team, they would be perfectly fine. There's no strategy in this game. This game is very, very simple. If you do something as a team, you're going to be great. And the Vancouver Surge are a perfect example of that. None of those players are superstars. You would not look at the roster on paper and be like, oh my gosh, Abuza, superstar. Nasty, super, never. But they do everything as a team. FaZe do everything as a team. I need to see more teamwork out of this. I need to, or else I'm calling for another change. Even 2 this time. Fuck it. 2.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately what's rough. I mean, that's just sort of the way this game plays, right? Like, this game is very teamwork heavy, and we've came off a few games where, like, obviously teamwork was important, but maybe a little bit more individualism came out in those games versus this current game, BO6. Yeah, I mean, like, back to Skies, bro. Dude, he's talking himself as, like, the enabler. Bro, if just sitting in the fucking hill, dropping a 0.5, just soaking up, like, 3 minutes is enabler, sure, bro. I mean, like, maybe he did enable Dashy a little bit more, right? Because, like, Dashy, on the previous iteration of, like, the roster, I mean, like, we saw a lot of MW3. He was a lot of the, you know, king of the hill, right? He, like, calling himself. Which I don't hate that aspect, because, like, yeah, I mean, I'm all for Brandon getting a little bit more active on the map, but just gunning
Brandon
kids,
will
right?
gun your favorite pro. He will gun your favorite pro most of the time.
Right.
He should be going out killing.
Yeah, so like it's like I'm down for him to, pick up a lane, pop 2, maybe 3 once in a while, right? Rather than just like sit on a hill and maybe get like shot from a direction he's not watching or some shit, right?
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's this goal question. The sky's the answer. So far, it's not really looking like it. But I mean, in his defense, like this team might just be more compromised
4
than
days of
that,
practice. Yeah.
right?
I think he joined a bad system.
No, 100%.
I
And
think
I
that's
don't
what it is.
like. I mean, like it's weird though, bro. Like as much as I want to say like one player can't change the system, we just saw Neptune do that though.
Dude,
Neptune
we
came in
literally
and
saw
changed their
Neptune
whole system.
take a bottom 4 team to arguably the second best team in the world right now. Like,
Yeah, arguably. I'm not saying that, but arguably.
guaranteed top 3 team in the world right now.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
yeah. 100%.
Like, dude, one player could literally change everything, and we've seen it literally this year. It's not like we're talking a couple years ago on a different game, difference. We're talking this year. One person literally completely flipped an entire organization's like trajectory this year. Like, Surge sometimes are on the cusp of not making champs. Surge will make champs this year. Like, okay, if they no, they have a 75-point lead on OpTic, who is in 6th place. They're making champs this year, pretty much guaranteed. Like, I don't know. I'm still seeing like brainhead plays out of the OpTic players. Shotzi should not have gone cat in that situation. There's no point in going cat. You should just go, dude. Worst case scenario, you should just have Dashy back up to top art. You should have Caesar play horse to get a freaking pick off P2. Shotzi could be roaming mid doors to go get the people going new, and Pred was dead, so like he didn't really do anything. But like Pred could just run B control or go sit hill. Like, dude, there's such better things to do on the map. If things don't change by Major 3, I think they should consider another change, genuinely.
I hear you.
And like, dude, I can't imagine it's a coaching issue. My brain tells me DB3 is not letting them make these mistakes. My brain is telling me that JP is not giving them the correct answers. Like logically speaking, why would they ever do that? Why would they ever just like not teach their team to win? That's how you get dropped. That's how you lose your job. Like, of course they're trying. But dude, I don't know. I love OpTic. I'm very happy they ran the event. I think they do deserve props for that. They always step up to run the event. I love that they do the stage that faces each other, create some great moments. I love that shit too. Oh man, my favorite shit talking moment, Neptune. Hey man, I love Neptune for that. That guy is so funny, bro. But yeah, I think OpTic does deserve their flowers for hosting the event. I love the stage stuff they've done the past couple times they've hosted the events. Good, but OpTic, you need to make serious changes, genuinely. If it still happens, like Seth already said, you guys are already on the cusp, which I expect like a lot of these bottom teams to make changes or to improve. I think Cloud9 are hitting form. Breach, they proved they could do it. Like they beat the best team going into the event. They proved they could do it. They might make a change. ROKKR might make a change with some of these challengers players. Heretics could finally blow up their roster, do something good. Rumors Falcons are blowing up their Saudi stuff to get an NA team. Like, hey man, y'all need to figure it out, and you need to figure it out like now. We're running out of time. They have like 10 online matches and like 2 majors to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's what's most concerning is we're gonna be seeing a schedule shift, right? We just went from having 7 matches online per
7
major and minors
and a minor.
to 5 with. We haven't heard anything
Only
about
the major.
minors. They were saying at the start of the year, "Oh, we'll see how they go. If we like it, we might throw it in." But I don't see the space in the calendar where they would throw it in. So yeah, it might just be the 5.
Not just
dude, that's only 100 points online,
very
bro.
Stingy. The CDL's very stingy. They were not doing that regardless. Regardless. They could have peak viewership. They were not doing that regardless. I'll tell you right now. But like, I'm so sorry to cut you off, but this OpTic team, I don't think they should be like tripping yet because they do have a little bit of a buffer, but man.
Well, you say that, but bro, their buffer's what, like 15 points? Is it like 95?
According to CDL Intel, OpTic is 6th with 110, Breach is 7th with 110, Miami is 8th with 100, and Cloud9 is
C9
ninth with
95.
95.
Right, and ROKKR's got
Yeah.
90 as well. So like the thing is, it doesn't feel like panic mode yet, but bro, if a couple of those teams either get like better as to like some of the teams are already improving. So if they continue to improve, or we see
Like
the teams that are
Cloud9.
stagnating make good changes that jumps them up, like bro, what if ROKKR somehow has a surge-esque
Or-
change where bro, somebody comes in, clicks. Bro,
Dude,
you're getting jumped by
imagine
ROKKR.
they drop. Dude, imagine they drop Paul X. They pick up like Arstes, and like maybe you drop Nero after his performances. He didn't play super well at this major, honestly, and like they get another crack sub. Like, dude, that could be something insane. Like, same dude. I think there's so many teams that should make a change. Genuinely, I think there's at least 4 that should, and there's a couple more that I think should at least consider it.
Yeah. We can use this moment to transition and talk about ROKKR for like a couple minutes. Not much to say.
Right.
Well, 06 map count. You played FaZe, the winners of the event, and then but you played
played
OpTic though and
OpTic.
got slammed. Yeah, but you know the home crowd and shit, right? No, I mean all jokes aside though. Geo had a good event. You obviously got to keep him. I don't think there's questions about that.
I think you keep
Estriel,
Estriel.
yeah, 100% keep Estriel. Even though he had a slow weekend, you
That's
keep
our
him.
best player. Keep him.
Nero, I mean Nero's just a weird player, man. Like.
Dude, when he's on, he's so good.
I know. See, like, when you look at Nero's stats, if you've ever looked at his stats look pretty average. But it's not that he's average. He either does really shit or really good, and he does it half the
And there's
time.
no in between.
And then just averages out to the middle, right? So yeah, that's like the thing with Nero. I mean, yeah, if you can get a sub that's a bit more consistent, maybe.
Oh, Johnny, maybe?
Dude, that's literally what I was gonna say. I didn't see too much challenges this weekend, but bro, I saw map 1 of the grand final. They were playing a ball hardpoint.
Oh,
dude,
Johnny.
he dropped like a 4 KD with like
God.
40 kills, bro.
Dude,
Johnny's
he ended
insane.
that grand finals with like a 1.5.
Did he really?
Yes.
Dude.
Yes. I'm gonna say it now. If one of these teams does not pick up Johnny, and you're bad. Like, obviously, like, FaZe shouldn't be picking up Johnny. If you're a bad team and you're not picking up Johnny, I genuinely have to hear what the fuck you're thinking. Like, genuinely. The Gorilla Mates should. Linz he's a wonderful player. He is not ready. He is just not ready. Like, if you look at his POV, dude, the most iconic clip this year so far has been Linz running around. Ammo. We call it ammo. Some people call it blue.
Trophy.
Some people call it trips, whatever. But dude, that guy ran around and didn't get a trade for like 40 seconds, and they lost the map because of it. He's not ready to play this game at this level with these players. Dude, they should make 2 changes. Lunars sort of stinks. They should make 3 changes. Actually, you should make 3. You should make 3 changes.
LAG, dude, yeah, bro, dude, this team's compromised. Kismet's the only guy you gotta keep, bro.
You only keep Kismet. Everyone else, your spot should not be safe. ROKKR, Paul X, you should have been out of the league last major. I'm sorry to tell you, you should have been out. Nero, you're on the cusp, bro. I'll give you your next match. You fuck it up, you're gone. Like, Heretics, they need to just drop the 2 shit cans on their team. Like, let's be real. What Metals played okay this weekend, but like, drop that motherfucker.
I mean, honestly, bro, the thing for Heretics, do you want to talk about Heretics a little bit, or are we gonna go on
I'm
tangent?
down.
Dude, Heretics, bro, 1 night down against Thieves. It was a close ass series though. I mean, Thieves was, you know, a bit shaky this weekend, bro. We'll talk about Thieves, but man, they start slow damn near every day, right? But yeah, no, like Heretics, we've talked about a bunch. Real, ROKKR, sick players, bro. Have to keep them. League caliber.
Build around them, please.
Build around them. But bro,
Metals played so well this weekend.
Why don't we give this one more chance though, bro? You can keep Metals. He's okay. Lucky for Super, bro. That is to me clear as day upgrade. Super's been, you know, over the years consistently good in challengers. I haven't been paying attention this year, to be honest. I mean, isn't he on like one of like the NA teams right now with like Gunless and Hixie Exceed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Dude, those guys got bopped out like Saturday afternoon. Exceed was tweeting he's done, bro. I don't know what happened there, but
that guy should have been done, bro. Burger of the week. Holy shit,
dude.
dude.
Did you see? Have you seen
You
the
still
clip on Twitter?
account?
Yes, yes,
like
yes.
Austin or some shit.
Dude, you saw fucking Breaking Point tackle rap. He's like
Yes.
looking like the account, just every single tweet. Burger of the week.
It's
Burger
just,
of the week. Burger.
dude. I've never seen someone so dedicated to hating Exceed. It's sort of typical at this point. But dude, honestly, like Miami, they have a couple good players. We've said it week in, week out. ROKKR, he's the person you should build around. He's consistent. He's really good. Real, pretty consistent, pretty good. You keep him. Metals, he had a life. He had a life event. He had a life series against the Thieves.
I don't know if that's 1.03. I don't know if that's a live series, bro.
That's a live series for
No,
this kid, bro.
Metals is all right, bro. He's not insane. He's not Real's
Dude,
level, but like, bro,
yes,
he's serviceable.
0.03
He's serviceable.
live series for him.
Bro,
Dude,
that is
what
not
they
a
need
live
to
series.
do, I respect and I appreciate teams trying to like pay homage to where they're from. Miami. What the fuck is the point of being in the league if you're not trying to win? Like this should extend to everyone. What the fuck is the point of paying player salaries, paying for your fucking spot, paying for an event, paying for all the hotels, all the travel, all the accommodations? Most of them have their own, if it's not a team house, it's a facility. What the fuck is the point of paying for all of this if you're not going to win or at least attempt to win? Nowhere in the history of history have we been like, Miami Heretics, they're the favorite for this event. They're gonna win. No, bro. And I don't, dude. I don't want to be a hater, but like, you're not gonna win with some of these players on your team. You have to build around the best players in the world to win. FaZe has the best players in the world. Thieves, on paper, have the best players in the world. Like, you need to build around these sort of players to have a chance. You're sitting at 8th. How many years have to go by before we figure it out? You need to always be trying to make your team the best that they can be. And I don't know how we could look at Lucky, how we could look at Metals and say, this is how we're going to win. They need to stop the cheese of a full region lock team. This also goes out to the Falcons, which rumor has it they're blowing it the fuck up. Thank God that team stunk, but we need to just. Why are we wasting our time? Why are we wasting our money? Why are we wasting the fans' time? Why are we wasting the fans' money? What is the purpose? What is the purpose? Are we not competitors anymore? Are we just happy to show up? We're happy to get an 8th place trophy? What are you thinking? I hate it. Shit pisses me off. I'm in a ranty mood today.
Yeah, I mean, I respect your passion, bro, but no, I mean, like, some of these orgs do have different goals, though, right? Like, the thing for Heretics, well, a couple things. One, are you going to realistically build a roster that's going to win championships? I feel like there's only so many championship caliber players in our league right now, and a vast pool of them are locked on, like, 3 teams, right?
3
so,
teams.
Arguably, like, 4 now, but, I mean, there's that angle.
Out.
And then, I mean, the other angle, too, if we want to talk, like, logistics and stuff, I mean, I don't know how much it works in COD, but I do know, like, I'm a big, like, Counter-Strike guy, right? And one thing that's important in Counter-Strike is for teams that are region locked to, like, home countries and stuff, that does enable them to get, like, more sponsors and shit tailored to these audiences. So that would be, like, an angle for Heretics is, like, I mean, like, if you do
But you would
blow
have
it
your
up,
2 poster boys.
Yeah, I know, but like sometimes like people don't want poster boys; they want like the whole thing. So like then like you might lose a little bit of fans, which then results in like sales loss and shit. You might lose a couple sponsors. I don't know. I mean, I don't know like the exact sponsors and stuff.
Right.
I don't know what's on the line, but yeah, I mean, like I don't know.
Well, like, isn't their Valorant team all EU kids?
Yeah, I mean that's why it's like weird. Like I don't know if like Heretics is like the exact example of that, but I'm just saying from like what like I know, like yeah, like there's like some sponsors that look
but
for
like
that stuff.
Even then, fuck them. You'll get another sponsor. Fuck them. Like, dude, like, okay, is it easy getting sponsorships? No. Can they get sponsorships? For sure they can, dude.
Dude, Heretics, bro. They're pretty big.
They're in several esports. They're in multiple esports. Multiple like premium esports as well. Like they could do it. They could do it. They could also take on rounds of investments. They could do what Envy just did with native gaming. They could combine orgs with people. We saw that with Envy and OpTic. We saw that with Envy and Native. Like, we are at a point in esports where like money can potentially be made. Like, it can be made. But like, dude, it's not going to be made if you're shoving out top 8 performers. Like, your top 8 performers are not going to win you anything. You know what sells, Nick? Winning fucking sells. I guarantee you today in the COD shop, FaZe's bundle sales increased. I guarantee it. I'm a big fan of Valorant. As you know, I watch a lot of the Valorant stuff. Do you know who the top selling classic was of last year? EDG. Why? They fucking won champs. That's why. Because winning sells. Winning will always sell. You should try to win because it's proven to sell. And you know what's not going to win? Lucky. Drop him. Drop him now. Drop him.
I agree with dropping Lucky, but like I said, I don't think there's anything this team can do right now to build a championship caliber squad. It won't be for like a couple off seasons, and even then, like they'll have competition.
They're not even trying.
Okay,
dude,
like, you're saying that, but like, bro, if they drop Lucky tomorrow for Super, are they trying?
I mean, they are at least making an attempt. But dude, stop the region lock. Stop it. We could pick up Johnny and Allegorcities. We could pick up T-Fel and what's his name? Like Cruz? Like, we can pick up those 2 kids. Like, I don't want to hear we're trying and then we're not actually trying. I hate that. I don't want to hear it. There's so many good challengers players. We just proved it. There's so many good like known players. Dude, Barack is playing so well right now. Like, I hate hearing like stupidness. I hate it. You guys need to break up your stupid idea and try to win, because winning is what matters.
Yeah.
Like, why get into esports for top 8? What is the point?
Jersey sales, bro. Jersey sales. I don't know.
Dude, you know what sells more? Your bundle when you win an event.
Yeah, I agree with your point, but I think you can give it one more chance if you do Super for Lucky. After that, I think you fuck the regional lock. Let's just build a good team, because you'll run out of options at that point, right? Because like that is like what's frustrating with Heretics. Like, we've ran through a lot of options. Yeah. Like, I don't want them to do that. Journey. I don't know. To bring Vic out of retirement. Don't do that. But
like,
no, I mean, I'm okay with giving them one more chance with Super in the roster. If they don't do that, I'd be upset. If they do bring him in, I'll be content. Hopefully they can put it together, because I think that would be the team. Yeah, 100%. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if like that's what you're trying to argue. Like, I don't think they should be blowing up the Spanish thing right fucking now. Like, at least give it like you already committed to it going into the year. Like, it would be too late now, bro. It's too late now.
It's not too late. There's proven talent available right now if you stop your stupid region lock ideas. There's proven talent. We just saw Charlie dropping 1.5 in grand
in the off season.
Yes, but we're not at the off season. We're today. We're not there yet. Drop Johnny in the off season. Fuck it. I don't care. Yeah. Pack a punch where you can.
But like,
and we have clear paths to pack a punching.
Like, region Ross Lockers, bro, is like, dude, they got that fucking, like, flow going with them. Like, bro, like, it would not be that surprising to me if a roster of Rancor Real Metals Super plays way better than a roster of Rancor Real Arcety's Johnny. Even though the second roster is better on paper, just like the first team, like, they got better cohesion. They all understand, like, they're all on the same page.
It's gonna come with time.
Oh, time? A whole fucking major where you get slammed, you miss out on champs anyway? And you're in the same spot?
They're already doing that.
No, but they're on the cusp, bro. Bringing Super and, like, you're fighting for it, bro. You're fighting for it. Bro, they're literally in 8th with 100 points. They're fighting for it, bro.
Fine. When they bring in Super, and if these motherfuckers do not bring in Super,
See, that's my point. If they don't bring in Super, then like fuck this argument I'm trying to make. Like, this is stupid.
But I don't think Super's the solution. Like sure, let's bring in Super. Sure, you'll probably make champs a little more comfortably. Sure, I'm down to say that. But you're not gonna be
Yeah, but
ever
that's their goal
considered
right
for a
now.
win.
No, but like, yeah, that's what like they never were. But like, bro, they clearly don't care about that. There's only so many
Which is
teams
the
that can.
problem that I have.
I know, but dude, like that's just a womp womp kind of thing, bro. It's been like that in COD for the whole time it's been around. It's a thing for every esport. Not every
Dude, I
team
know.
can fight for championships. They just can't, bro. There's only so many
Dude.
championship players, bro. There's not 10 Abeezys out there, bro. You can't just clone
Dude,
Abeezy
there's
and
not.
Simp on every fucking team. If you could, they would
I
pick up a
agree.
clone,
I
bro.
agree. I agree. But counterpoint to that, no one thought Neptune was going to be this good. They take the chance on Neptune. He literally changed around the entire trajectory of this team. Who is to say, oh, Johnny, who I think is very fair to say did not get a fair shake on that fucking Vegas team way back in the day. Like, he didn't get a fair chance in the league. He played on a shit
chances
team.
he didn't get a fair chance. Bro, Paris Legion, last major Vanguard when they had like 2 series wins, and then last year Vegas, yeah, no, neither were fair, bro.
Exactly. So worst case scenario, you're still a cusp team that'll probably beat the people below you. You'll probably still make it off of that. You'll probably lose to the people above you. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario, we find another Neptune and we're looking mighty fine. We're looking mighty fine. Like, they would have 3 solid pieces minimum. Minimum. Would you agree? Rancor solid, Real solid, and Johnny would be solid. Would you at least agree with that?
Yes.
And dude, you get Super in there, fuck, like whatever you want to do. I couldn't care less. They need to try to pack a punch. I hate watching shit can teams not trying to improve. I hate the Falcons team for not trying to improve. I hate the Gorilla Mate team for not trying to improve. I hate this ROKKR team for keeping around dead weight and not trying to improve. I hate it, and I will always hate it, because as a competitor, because all these people are competitors, all the people spending thousands of dollars on you to go to these events, to play out of a facility, paying your salary, and you're not trying to be the best fucking team in the world is unacceptable. Is unacceptable. And okay, this is gonna like go off onto like a separate tangent. I have seen some criticism from Nate Shot shit talking the Thieves boys after their losses. I agree with Nate Shot. I took a salary cut to get you on this roster, and you fucking suck. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't care what anyone says. That would be so unacceptable. You guys said you wanted to play together. You guys on paper are some of the best players like in the CDL. I did literally everything I could to get you on this team, to get you into an organization, to get you comfortable, to get you on a nice coaching staff, and you guys are failing. Of course, Nate should be upset about that. I love that passion out of him, and I think people should also have the same expectations of their players. They should. If you're not here to win, you should get the fuck out of the league, and it should be that simple.
Yeah. Hey, you want to use this moment to transition to Thieves?
I'm down. Those guys are onliners. I'm out of them.
Dude, they're non-liners, bro. They're non-liners. They're all. But I mean, dude, this weekend, what
they're
a fucking
onliners.
rough weekend. But
dude, 7-0 in the qualifiers. One of the most insane map counts like ever, dude. And to what they showed this weekend, you lost to the Breach. You lost to the Breach 3-1. It was a pretty like I don't want to say convincing, but it was a deserved loss out of the Thieves.
Deserved
and then you
loss,
beat
yes.
up, and then you beat up Miami, which they went up 1-0 against you. They could have gone up 2-0 against you. I don't know if you watched that search at all, or if you remember that search. They could have gone up 2-0. And like then you teabag the fucking Ravens. You've teabagged the Ravens all year. Like whatever that
doesn't
happens.
count, you know.
Yeah, that literally doesn't count. You've been teabagging the Ravens all year. Like whatever, bro. And then after that, they played what? They played like C9, I think.
Cloud9 until.
Or it's like Cloud9, good win. They were playing pretty well. Tippable, dude. That Hossy hardpoint. There was like, dude, it wasn't a 100-point club, but I'm calling it a 100-point club because I got like 101 points. They were flowing, bro. Like they were looking so good. They were looking how we expect the Thieves to look. And then, dude, their Thursday comms and their Sunday comms were fucking terrible. They just like didn't want to win, is what it really seemed like. Because we were watching COD for a very long time. We know what it sounds like when people want to win. Like Like, will there be some like silly comms? Of course. Like Draws will be like, go fucking chow him, shit on him, fuck it, go for it, you know? Or like Cellium will be like, go kill, dude, go kill. Like, we'll hear like your silly comms, but they're all playing to win. And dude, the Thieves just did not have those comms. I don't know if they were tired because the matches were like early for folks. I don't know if they didn't wake up on the wrong, if they didn't wake up on the good side of the bed, they didn't have a good breakfast.
We're
like,
not talking to that, bro. We're not talking
dude,
to that.
I don't, what? Okay, so it's either they're all minors or they had a bad day, which obviously it's a bad day.
No, but they had,
of course,
I mean,
multiple series of looking like shit.
Yeah, okay, but hear this out, okay? On the comms point, no, I agree. Like, their issue was, bro, those were like rank play comms, bro. All they were commenting was just where somebody was, how weak they were. There was like no sense of direction, right? There was no playing off each other. There was no, I'm gonna do this, can you do this? I want to do this. Like, it was just, this guy's here, this guy's there. Once in a while, you might get a I spawn here type shit, right?
Right.
But no, the thing for Thieves, I don't want to oversimplify it because it was a rough weekend, but they just came out slow every fucking day outside of Saturday against Cloud9. Against Boston, you came out real slow, real rough, and then you lost the first 2 maps because of it. Even against Miami, you lost the first map because of it, almost lost the second one, almost even lost the third one, bro, arguably all these maps could have gone Heretics win. Yeah, dude,
yes.
Dude, this Hossie hardpoint is even in slaying, yet like Heretics were getting like slammed in the second half, like time-wise. Like, I don't know how the fuck that happened. I mean, Carolina, see, like this wasn't the first series of the Carolina. Day. Right, yeah, but like this also wasn't like the first series of the day, right? So like they were like warmed up.
Right.
The comms already flowing earlier.
They were awake.
The Cloud9 was like the only exception where that was the first series of the day. And they didn't come out slow. They did come out hot. But every other day, though, they just came out extremely flat.
Not correct.
And 2 out of the 3 teams capitalized on it.
Yep. And, dude, the Ultra Series, that Search and Destroy, oh my gosh, we took like 4 steps back. Holy shit. Holy shit, the Thieves team took 4 steps back. Dude, when they were bad at Search and Destroy, they sent Paco to go do something, Paco, and we'll figure it out from there. And like, then when they got good at Search and Destroy, they're on their 7-0 streak. They were doing a lot of like good stuff. They were like doubling up with everyone. They were playing advantages correctly. They got like 7 first bloods in that Ultra Search, and they still lost. They got 2-piece by Joe Deceives. They got 2-piece by Beans. Like, dude, I remember this so vividly. Hydra dies outside of like the secret hallway. And Beans tucks in the corner, and Envoy just sprints by him, expecting him to like be in secret, which is either A, Envoy blacked out and didn't listen to Paco, B, Paco like gave a shitty comm, but like that is so vastly unacceptable. That is so vastly like not allowed to happen. Like them coming out flat, yeah, that sucks. That's an issue, but like. Simple things like that, you need to have that tightened up, and they had it tightened up online. Like, dude, you think like the lights were too bright? You like on some Tommy Zuma shit? You think the lights were too bright? Like, what are we talking about here?
Dude, what was the Hossie hardpoint? Scrap was like extremely slow, bro. Dude, that might have the lights might.
Dude, he started out like 4-17 or some shit. Screw was about to 619 again. He was about to Rey Mysterio a second time.
Was that the end of the Heretics series? That might have been the Heretics series.
Hey,
he did turn around, bro. Dude, like, he was like 7-15 and then 25-22. Right? Dude, positive. Yeah.
Oh, God, dude. That kid's insane.
Yeah, what a U-turn. Good for him. He didn't have a Zuma moment. No, dude, but
Scrap is so good. So good.
I mean, like, that's the thing with like Thieves, though. It's like, it's so weird. I mean, first of all, I gotta say, bro, if there was ever any questions about it, dude, clear as day, 7-0 curse exists. Do not go false in online matches, or you're gonna lose the tournament. Okay, you have to lose one. And that's what FaZe do the best, bro. FaZe don't ever go flawless anymore online. They always slip up somewhere, just to keep themselves in check. Dude, okay, so shout FaZe.
Whether it's a surge or like breach before, someone.
Bro, dude, I remember in like. It might be like Vanguard, I think. Dude, they always went like 3-2 every fucking time. Because, like, dude, they just want to keep themselves in check. Well, not Vanguard. Anyway,
not a Vanguard
but
specifically,
but
like,
they were doing that to try. It's like they had a chance, right? Because
right,
like if they
right.
fuck out with 5-0, oh, it was guaranteed loss anyway. So like you gotta at least give it a chance.
Can't
No,
go flawless, bro.
no, but that's like
Unacceptable.
with Silver Thieves is like, bro, online, dude, perfect team coming to his event,
Literally
clear as
perfect.
day favorites, clear as day, and bro, what a botch.
And you lose to the breach instantly.
Bro, it's the dude. It wasn't even like a fucking Saturday thing where you slipped up. No, bro, dude, you slipped up to Snoopy
Thursday. Like what? Yeah, I don't know. I literally don't know what to say about the Thieves team. On paper, they're still a fantastic team. Will they figure it out? I mean, they showed us they can figure it out. 7-0 means you could figure out the game. But dude, like, what the fuck was this? Like, what is this, man? They're still second in the standings. They're guaranteed to make champs. I expect them to be fine by champs, of course. But if this keeps happening, what a letdown. What a letdown this team would be if this kept happening. So they better figure it out. Shout out Nate Shot for holding these guys accountable. Should he be a little more private about it sometimes? Probably. But I do tip the passion Nate Shot has.
No, 100%. He's a little too outspoken, dude. Especially, dude, when he was yapping his ass off in the Carolina series, he was like, "I don't want anyone on my fucking team ever calling it RCXD."
Use the car again.
Yeah,
and the scrap wins with the car.
Dude, that was like,
Dude.
okay, you're yapping a little too much, but no,
Like,
I mean, no, good for him for having the passion. I mean, that's the thing with Thieves; they need to be held to a high standard. We're starting to get to a point with
caliber.
Thieves. I mean, don't get me wrong. If Thieves went out at least a tournament or two, we can easily forget about this major, forget about the letdown. But there's a world where, dude, we could have looked at this as like this was their major, and because that,
this
like,
was their major.
Because like it's weird, man. Like I don't know what to expect with Thieves. They'll obviously be good. They'll obviously still be fine for championships. But was this potentially their peak? They looked insane.
Are you talking about like the online matches specifically?
Right. Yeah.
Like, was that their peak? Dude,
I think that's the peak of any BO6 team so far. Easily. It's
hard to argue that wasn't their peak. Like let's just say they go into Major 3, they're 5-0. I mean, you're still flawless. You were flawless Major 2. Like that was likely their peak. But I will say, if they are at their peak playing against any of the top 3 teams, I think we will be in for a good major. But dude, these motherfuckers just can't play first. It just can't be the first match of the day to get there.
No, but like, no, they weren't even first though. Breach match was third of the day. Okay, no, the Miami one was first. You're right about that. Oh, I guess the Ultra one too was, huh? Okay, so you're right. My fault. But like, okay, but the Boston series though, bro. You were not first, and you still got slammed by Snoopy.
But like,
dude, they played late in the afternoon, bro. Late in the afternoon. That's not.
I have no justification for them to lose that.
Bro, dude, on some fucking Stewie Counter-Strike shit, bro. If we're playing games at 10 a.m., yo, I'll hear you out, bro. 10 a.m., dude, hella early for these games, bro. That means you wake up at like 8 at least, maybe earlier. Yeah, bro, a little too early. Bro, I'm not hearing you out on fucking 3 p.m. in the afternoon. No way, bro. No way.
Right. I don't know. I do still expect Thieves to be a top 3 team. I expect them to continue to be very good. But man, if you told me they didn't win anything this year, like today, if you're like Shane, I went to the future, they didn't win anything this year, I'd be very upset. But I'd be like, oh, was Major 2 their peak? And if you said yes to that as well, I'd be like, I could see it. Dude, I hate to say it, but we might be in for a FaZe Dynasty year, bro. I hate those kids. We might be in a year for it, though.
Like, as much as I would like that to happen as a FaZe fan, like, I can't see it, bro. Like, dude, somebody's got to click and put together. Like, that's where I am worried about Thieves, is I am worried this was the peak, this was the moment they didn't capitalize. But,
dude, Dangossi might not be able to win.
Dude, he might not be a winner.
Dude, he might have a curse on him. Dude, he might have a curse. Second place twice with OpTic, twice with the Thieves. And we get top 4 here. Like, this guy might not be able to win, bro. Someone better call this guy and talk to him about it. You think they need like a performance coach? Like, what the fuck do they need, bro?
Oh, dude, they already have 2 insane coaches, bro. You don't need. Dude, well, for all we know, bro,
Hey,
they
man.
might have a performance code, so we just don't know like who it is. Maybe.
Hey,
I
bro,
haven't
if
seen
I'm on the
anything.
Thief, dude, if I'm part of the Thieves and I'm not doing anything to get my name out there, I'm trolling, bro. What the hell? If I'm the
No,
performance
agreed,
coach,
agreed.
I'm telling everyone.
Guys, I'm a Thieves performance coach. But like, bro, like if you're not like performing though, do you want to flex that you're the
Dude,
performance coach? I don't know,
no,
man.
no, you prop it up all of the online matches, and then at the major you go MIA.
Oh, sorry guys, I could show up for the major.
I was sick, bro. I had COVID again. Fuck.
Oh
No.
yeah. Oh,
I I dude, this might be a FaZe Dynasty year. I know you said one of these teams is gonna click and figure it out, but if I like let's just say it's a Surge. I don't see the Surge beating FaZe in a best of
oh,
7
in a
grand
final?
final.
No, no.
I don't see Ultra beating FaZe in a best of 7 grand final. And then like the Thieves, yes, I can see the Thieves doing it. If the Thieves are on, I can see the Thieves doing it. But like this might have been their peak. The Ravens won't do it. Cloud9 won't be doing it. Like what team do you think could click and figure it out? OpTic, like, dude, I don't see Caesar Skies running a masterclass against Simp, Abizi, Celium, and Draza. Like, I don't see that in the world we live in. Who else? The Gorilla Mates, blow up your fucking roster. Only keep Kismet, and then
Don't
maybe
even
we'll
mention
think
LGs,
about
bro.
it.
They don't have a chance. They don't have a
Like,
chance.
like what? Who do you think could click and figure this out? Draws will sit Beans the fuck down. Like, he'll just sit Beans the fuck down.
I mean,
Draws will
it has to be Thieves, bro. It has to be Thieves.
It has to be the
But
Thieves.
I think it's more so like, okay, obviously other teams have to get better, but I don't know if FaZe is gonna be this good all year.
But I
Maybe,
can't
bro.
see FaZe falling off though. I genuinely don't think there's a team that works as hard as FaZe. Like, I'm notoriously a FaZe hater across every esport. I notoriously just hate FaZe. Dude, no one works harder than FaZe. Maybe the Surge recently, but no one works harder than FaZe. Like, dude, when FaZe were bad, they were doing 3 scrims per day plus VOD reviewing, plus working on like extra things as a team. Like, none of these teams did that. When OpTic was 0-18, they were not doing that, bro. They did not have 3 scrims set up per day.
Dude, they had
Like,
no dog in them, bro.
Like, dude, you think LA after this is gonna go set up 3 scrims per day and get back on track? Probably not. Dude, Scrap is gonna load in against Alec Arcides, Dandy, and be like, what the fuck did Shane set up here? Like, no way they're doing that. Dude, FaZe also don't like to slip up, bro. This could be a FaZe year, and I hate that for us. Dude, these little kids in their dynasty, bro. These little kids.
It's just so hard for me to get on board though, like as a FaZe fan, because like especially this time of year, bro. We've had 2 years back to back, Shane, MW2 and MW3, where they win Major 2, they look dominant, and then they go into Major 3 qualifiers, fucking slam. So it looks like they're gonna run a fucking dynasty. Like, bro, Shane,
And then lose.
this time last year, after
Same
Major
conversation.
2, Major 3 qualifiers, bro, is MW3 FaZe better than Colder FaZe? They're fucking insane.
Right.
They have a better series win percentage.
I
6 F champs.
I saw a stat that FaZe has made every Major 2 grand final since like the CDL inception.
Yeah, that's true. Ever
Which-
since Major 2 was a thing in Coldor, yeah, like you lost to Ultra, lost to
Yeah,
LAG.
they lost the first 3, right? No, they lost the first 2, and they've won the most previous 3.
Yep.
Yes, these kids are just Major 2 reapers, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Bro, middle of the year, they click. But the difference between those 2 years and this year, though, is they've been clicking, right? The other 2 years, it was, okay, they had, like, just clicked. They're starting to go on their run. This time is, okay, they've been clicking
They
the whole
won
time
minor
outside
one,
of the first
they won
2
Major
weeks.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm very worried. I'm very worried. Very worried.
Not
Happy
bro.
for them.
I'm chilling.
I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for them. But fuck them. Like, fuck you, Draza. Fuck you, Celium. Dude, little rant about Celium here and our fantasy league. Bro, Celium, he was like 11th or 12th in fantasy. Bruce was like 6th. I was trying to like butter up one of our friends who's in our fantasy league to make a trade. As soon as I send the gift sign deal, dude, this guy drops a 1.78. This guy drops a 1.78 as soon as he's traded. Bro, he got word he was traded and decided to go nuclear. I'm so mad about that.
Dude.
But no, they're
Dude,
too good, bro.
Cell he's might figured it out, bro. Like Cell's obviously always been good, but the thing in the previous years was a little too slow, right? And we saw glimpses of dude EWC last
too slow this year.
He picked it up real quick. He looked great. And dude, this was like EWC Cell in this final, bro. Like he had some pace to him.
He was not going to lose.
Slamming. Yeah, no, he was not losing. And even in the winners final too, bro, dude, he dragged him over the line, bro. Like, dude, Simp was missing a little bit, especially compared to like the first two matches. I mean, all of them were kind of missing. And yeah, Cell, dude, he just dragged them over the line.
You know what's so crazy? We have this conversation about Cell of like, is Cell baiting his team? Like, they would lose and Cell would have like a 1.2 somehow. But like, dude, sometimes some of these like series or these years at this point, you got to think like, that guy might single-handedly be dragging this team across some lines, bro. Like, he is so good at every Call of Duty that like individually he could drag your team across the line, which that's so scary because all four of those players on that team could do that. Like, dude, Abizi could just go nuclear. Simp is arguably the best player of all time if you're nameless, and like, that dude will just go nuclear for you. Draza wants to win more than anyone I've ever seen play Call of Duty outside of like Ace and Crim 6. Like, that dude, oh, maybe like formal. Fat Bat loves his wins, bro. But like, outside of that, dude, Fat Bat loves his wins, bro.
No, he did, bro.
But dude, Draza single-handedly is good enough to just shoot everyone and open up the map for your team and get you a win. And I think that's so scary about this team. And I genuinely think there's some debate on if they're a dynasty or if this like phase over the past few years is dynasty. I think we're at the point if you don't think they're a dynasty, you're very silly. I think you're very silly if you don't think.
Okay, wait.
This FaZe trio at least is a dynasty.
Okay, trio? Sure. Okay. I thought we're talking about this squad of four. I mean, obviously this squad of four with draws is extremely impressive. First three-peat since OpTic Dynasty and what, AW?
I think it was AW, which is
it was IW. I don't remember in BO3 if they went back to back to back. I think
in BO3 they had one actually. I think they did have one in BO3.
Okay, but bro, okay, I gotta ask you, what's
since the jetpack era?
Yeah, since jetpack era, I'm down. Even though
I'm down.
I have to go look back and check, dude. I swear that was like, bro. Do you remember back like BO3? There'd be like a couple Mickey Mouse events, like, bro. There was like an Australian event where they were the only American team there. Like, bro, I'm not counting.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry, bro. That does count.
Hey,
regardless, totally different combo. No, dude, this FaZe team. I mean, like even just this trio is like an all-time team, but the trio, if we want to argue, is a dynasty. Sure, like I can get on board with that.
It would be impossible to argue against it. They've been the most consistent team in the CDL since its inception. Like, and I think the only argument against them is their win percentage when making grand finals. It's pretty lackluster, especially when compared to like the OpTic days or the complexity days. And if you can, I've never considered Freako Impact a dynasty because they only won like 3 events. But
bro, the team played half a game.
Yeah, if you want to consider them a dynasty, whatever, I'll hear you on it. That's fine. I don't really care. But like, their win percentage was also like insane. The only counterpoint is FaZe doesn't have an insane win percentage, but like, dude, they're consistent. Their life, you're guaranteed death, taxes, and FaZe in the final, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. They're always fucking there. Dude, I think Draws was their perfect player. Yeah. I think Draws is.
No, dude, that's the thing with FaZe, bro. Is I think what's super scary about FaZe, especially in this game in particular, comparing to other teams, bro. And like we even saw it like this major, say like in the Surge series, right? They have on screen, bro. FaZe is still capable of winning on their C game, on their D game, bro. Like, dude, they can be playing very lackluster and still win. Like, bro, like everything would have to go wrong for them to lose. Okay, whereas legit every other team in this league, including Thieves. Bro, they can only win on their A game and sometimes their B game. Like Thieves, if they're on their C game, they're not winning.
Probably gonna lose.
Yeah, probably gonna lose unless you're
agree.
playing like a really bad team. Like FaZe, like even against
Right.
Surge, this game felt like C game, D game. Granted, it's a Neslo, and around 11 game 5,
Yo,
but they
dude,
still won though.
arguably should have lost that series. Like, there was two nasty shit breaks. He lost 2 different 1v2s. Dude, it
Bro,
was a 1v2
you
for a
hate
FaZe
nasty,
kid.
bro.
They
You
make it
hate
a
nasty.
1v. I don't hate nasty. I've never hated on nasty in my life,
You
bro.
might hate nasty.
Dude, I literally have been hyping this guy up this entire year. Shut up, bro. Like, actually, shut up. Dude, but this guy, literally, I watched him ship 2 bricks live. Like, I literally watched it happen twice. They should have won that series. They should have won that series. Even if you split, like, oh, fuck it. We'll give FaZe 1 freebie. Vancouver still should have won the series. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, cheese, bro.
Literally.
It goes
Also,
both ways, bro. FaZe lost some shoulda, coulda series before.
Right. Did you see Crowder said they sort of figured out how Neptune played? And I think that really showed in the hard points. That really showed in the hard points. I would say the Surge were the best hardpoint team in Major 2, like on the weekend if you just watch their matches. Like, I think it'd be pretty hard to argue against that. Dude,
they were lost in that final though, bro.
That grand final, I genuinely think Crowder figured out what Neptune does on the map, and they just played around that, and they showed it. A 4-0. That is insane. That is dominant.
I'm surprised you would come out and say that. Like, bro, dude, if you like figured him out like that, I'd keep that to myself, bro. You know, because
Dude, I'm not telling anyone in the league that.
Because, bro, you're out loud like pretty much telling Nep like, oh hey, change it up. No, don't say that, bro.
Right.
Have bro think he had like an off series or some shit, right? You know, like
right. Dude, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't tell that to anyone. I tell that to my players, and then my mouth is locked.
Oh yeah, no, that's it, bro. Dude, I'm not telling it to like my family, bro. Just in case I don't need any of them leaking, bro.
Yo, they're just the biggest Neptune fan of all time.
No, but dude, this final was a slammage, bro. Dude, one of the most. I'm sorry, but just be blunt. One of the most boring finals since like MW2 champs. Slammage through and through.
Yeah.
There was like first hard point. They were like a little competitive. Control was close. Control's like weird. Like it was like round 5. Like it still felt like phases to me. I don't know if I'm tweaked for saying that.
I think the best way to describe it was FaZe was in control every map. No matter if the control was close on paper, like stats wise, it was FaZe was in control the entire time. And dude, all those players are so good. All 4 of them are so
too good, bro.
Literally too good, bro. Literally too good. Like, damn. I think Draws was their perfect player to get. I think I genuinely, like, looking back and thinking on it and watching this team play, I think Draws was their perfect player to get. No one has the passion to win as much as that guy. And I think that's what the FaZe kids needed. Like, FaZe, they looked upset at getting second place, but with how many second places they got, you would like have to start thinking like, oh, they're just happy they made grand finals. Draws is not happy with second place, and Draws will do everything to get you that first place, and that is so typical, and that's why he's one of the best in the league. And
like, literally, bro, like, dude, I remember back in the day. I don't know if it was like when like they just got Draws or if it was like before, but dude, Aches was saying something about FaZe, like, dude, they're so good. They just need to have that cockiness, that ego, that dog, and they'll get it done. And I think that's exactly what Draws provides.
Perfectly that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, he hypes him up. He's like, guys, like, we're the fucking best in the world. Let's play with this cockiness. And that's exactly what they've done ever since Draws been on this team. And more often than not, it's worked and it showed out and wins.
And dude, like, even if someone has a bad series, like Abizi this year has had quite a bit of bad, like, individual maps that don't even look close. Like, it's so crazy to think about. Because, dude, Simp is just him. Like, I don't know where you have Simp all time, but if Simp is not in your, like, top 7 all time at this point, like, we're watching different games. We're watching different players.
No, wherever
like,
I had
that
him on my all-time list, I still got him there. I think I had him, like, 6, probably.
Yeah, top 7. Like, if he is not top 7 at this point, you are blinded by nostalgia. This kid is actually so good. But, dude, and, like, if Simp has a bad series, Abizi picks it up. Draws picks it up. Cell picks it up. No matter who plays bad, 3 gods are on your team to figure that out, and they win more often than not. And I can't think of a better player to have than Draws on this team. Maybe you could like argue Scrap has like the same elements, but dude, I think Draws might be better than Scrap. Like overall, like Draws has one chance.
You're talking like for the team, right? Not like, or are you
yeah,
like
for the
as a
team.
player?
I think overall, like if you were to slot Scrap on the FaZe roster instead of Draws, I think you would still see these performances because like Scrap is that fucking good at the
They
game
would have so
too.
much stacked raw firepower, bro. Oh
Dude,
my
like
God.
you wouldn't ever pick a team to out aim them. Like
No.
literally, dude, you could put like Dashy, Draws,
Hydra.
dude, Hydra and like Vivid when he had the highest accuracy with a sub, and like you would still never choose them, bro. You would still never choose them, bro.
Dashy, Hydra, Vivid. Like, bro, what just happened?
But like, dude, I think Draw is like, I think since he's been there and he's done that with literally every event, like I feel like once you win champs once, you have enough confidence and you have like the ability to do it again, right? And I don't want to say like Scrap gets nervous because I doubt he gets nervous. He's been playing COD forever. He doesn't strike me as a guy that would get nervous. But Draws is perfect, bro. Like he is perfect for it. He rises to the occasion. The fuck you Draws a chance have not worked, by the way. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed this. You say fuck you Draws that he literally doesn't care, and he's still gonna shit slam your favorite team. We should probably change it up, bro.
Him up when you chant that, bro.
Dude, you might be powering this guy up. Like he's actually a boss gaining HP at that point. We need to figure this one out, guys. But no, I genuinely think Draws was the perfect player for this team, and I think they're gonna go a couple more years together.
Yeah.
Unless something like disaster class happens, like 0-18. I think this team will stick for the next couple of years.
Good reference, Shane. Good reference. No,
yeah, I'm talking about the old Legions team. Shirley.
I don't even think
Surely.
Legion was that bad, Shane. I don't even think they were 0-18 bad.
Fuck.
No, I mean,
fuck
the
you,
only
Tommy. I'm talking about OpTic.
I fully agree. The only thing I want to mention about FaZe, just to keep on glazing them, dude, props to this team for after the way last year ended for sticking it out.
Dude.
Because, bro, like, dude, I feel like, especially like COD, our scene is so immature in a sense of like, yeah, bro, like, dude, like when like shit flops, like, oh, it's over, I'm compromised, I can't play with this guy, I need a new teammates, right? And dude, these guys, even though, dude, they had the worst champs in Sim's career, dude, like they just still knew like that this was the team, right? Like,
yeah.
Hey, realistically, let's think about this reasonably. There's no upgrades here. Like everyone's saying, like, oh, bro, like drop Celium, like he does like work for his team, but like, where was the upgrade for Cell? You know, where was the upgrade for any of these players? Well, yeah, but
Bruce
you were
is a
gonna
lateral
get Bruce.
trade.
It was just like off a ring and stuff,
yeah.
right? And so like, yeah, nothing reasonably made sense. So let's just be mature, put last year aside, go into his new game fresh, and that's
last
exactly what they did. And yeah, it happened. Shit happens, bro. You know, shit happens.
You literally can't win every single major. Like we're still human, guys. We
can't win every ring. Can't be in every champs final.
Dude, those fucking kids. Those fucking kids could be though. That's what's fucked up. They could be.
They almost were, bro. They almost were.
I think if they didn't win EWC, do you think they would have changed?
See, that's the thing though. Like, potentially.
Okay, if they lost to Kremp, Joe Deceives, Nasty, and
okay,
Ghosty,
yo, if they lost the final versus Thieves, okay, bro. But no, I mean, like that was gonna happen. They weren't gonna lose Thieves. But if you lost in that semifinal versus,
good, man.
Okay, but not
that
FaZe
good
enough. No. But if they lost to think about something kind of realistic, if they lost to say OpTic in the semifinal, right? I mean, I still feel like they would be mature enough to
still
think
just no upgrades.
Like the way, yeah, like there weren't upgrades.
Think like maybe
on
Scrap.
OpTic you were getting. Yeah, maybe Scrap. You could maybe do Scrap for Draws. Be like, fuck you, Draws. We're on Scrap's team now. You know, maybe.
Right. But like that seems very lateral. Like Scrap probably gives you a few more kills per map, and he'll be very consistent for you. But like, still seems very lateral.
Lose
like I think Draws brings a lot of out the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the thing. Like Draza is just good for this FaZe system, you know,
Yep.
and that's something that Draza's brought in general. Like FaZe kind of have a system now. Like, dude, I remember like hearing Clint. I mean, even just like this past weekend highlight a lot, and it's so true, and you can like see in like their stats and stuff, bro. FaZe pre-draws was the team, even when they had Slasher, bro, which makes no sense. Never rotate, but they always broke hills. Like
They always broke every
always
hill.
broke hills, never rotated. This game, the literal opposite. They always rotate.
They
always struggle with breaking.
Dude,
But
they're
you'd
so
rather have that
fundamental.
way though.
It's easier to like figure out that problem. Like we could hold a setup. Dude, FaZe is so weird on P2 Volt specifically. I know I've mentioned P2 Volt like a couple different times today. Dude, they got broken from the front from Cloud9 a while ago. If you remember that series.
Major one
like,
qualifies, bro.
Yeah, it was like Major 1 qualifiers. And then like, dude, they just played the Surge and Surge broke them from dude, 04 got 2. Like from the front again. They got some weird shit about this P2 Volt that they need to figure out. But yeah, man, they're such a good team. You know what team disappointed me though? You know what team pissed me off? You know what team I had third going into this event that got teabagged by the Thieves?
No,
That got
don't.
shit slammed?
Shane, don't do this, bro. Don't do this.
Dude, every episode is a different thought about the Carolina Royal Ravens. Dude, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about them, bro. Like going into it, there's a very clear argument they're the third best team. They got top 4 at Major 1. They got top 4 at both the minors. Good team. Good team. Now there's no argument Surge is the third best team in Black Ops 6 as we speak. No argument. If you argue against it, you're a silly goofy goober. Sorry to tell you. But like now we can argue Ultra's better than them. Like fuck. You know?
Can I step in, bro?
Of course.
This is the thing that upsets me with this past weekend for Ravens, okay?
Their only win was the Falcons.
No, but dude, okay, bro, Shane, think about it like this, okay? I'm gonna live in a hypothetical world, but this was a very
I'm in this world.
realistic world, okay? So you're Ravens. This Surge series still happens, okay? But, which, by the way, dude, this Surge series was super fucking close, okay? Like, bro, I agree, Surge clears day, top 3 team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like this was close as hell, okay? 2-3 control,
Right?
10-point hard point, okay? Let's live in the very realistic world. I know it didn't happen. Very realistic world. No, not that world. Where Thieves don't lose to Boston, okay? Do you want to hear what their bracket would have been, Shane? Vegas.
They would have then played
into
Vegas
Boston,
into Breach.
Into Vegas into Breach and Cloud9. And then they would have been top 4. So we'd be saying, we'd be like, all Ravens are top 4. Good for them. Congratulations.
But like, okay.
And then nobody would be worried.
That is likely. While I agree that is likely, they would have beaten Falcons regardless. No matter what. I don't care who you are, you're gonna beat the Falcons.
Not one World Falcons one. Not one.
Not a single
in
universe.
the million of universes, bro, not one.
Dude, what Dr. Strange say? He said, I looked at like 14 million. We only won in 1. The Falcons don't even have that. They just don't have that. Dude, you can have Thanos snap and remove half of the Ravens team and they still will lose. Like, I don't want to hear it. But like, dude, the Breach played okay. Like, if the Breach that played the Thieves played Ravens, do you still trust the Ravens there? Dude, Purge himself got the Jackal almost GA'd, bro. They changed Jackal GA because of Purge's masterclass. Like, imagine he does that again.
But that's the thing with Breach, though. Like, okay, I do think Breach played very well against Thieves, but I also think a lot of it was Thieves was so slow. And I think that was proven in their next couple of series. They were super flat against Ultra, and they were relatively flat against Surge, right? So,
right. They still won a map against the Surge.
They didn't win a map against the Surge. Arguably could have won too. Dude, that Hossie was heartbreaking for them. We can maybe talk about that later or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, if then like, yeah, maybe, but okay. That's a maybe. That's like a 70-30, 65-35, something. But like, Carolina's still the favorites. Like, bro, they just had a shit draw, bro. Yeah, not to mention, they ran into Thieves, okay? Bro, like, Thieves No matter how
Thieves
good or
have been
bad they are,
teabagging them
Thieves
all
is just
year.
their boogeyman, okay? They're just the boogeyman. They're gonna get slammed. It's a guaranteed loss, okay? But that's just like how shit works. Like, bro, it doesn't matter like how good or bad you are. You have that team that's just stylistically the worst matchup possible, and that's Thieves to Ravens. That's just what it is.
Can I pitch an idea to you? Do you think Ravens should look into a change? And let me say a couple things about this. They're going to make champs regardless. They're going to make champs regardless. They have 190 points. It's virtually impossible for them to not make champs. Like, I think Vancouver Surge is behind them by 5 points, and next is OpTic at 110. They have an 80-point lead on OpTic. Like, they're making champs. Do you? We all agree this Ravens team cannot win with this current roster. Do you try to find an upgrade somewhere?
I mean,
like Gwyn sucks on LAN. Seems like beating a dead horse. Gwyn sucks on LAN, but if you can maybe get a second SMG who's pretty good. We've seen Johnny on LAN's pretty good. Gwyn said he wanted to play flex. You try out that change.
Ooh,
try out that sort of change.
Ooh.
Like not the worst idea I've ever came up with for a roster, but like,
no.
Do you mix something up? Do you try it? Like, you're guaranteed champs, and so there's no downside, right? There's just no downside. You're guaranteed champs already, and
no, I do think there's a downside.
Okay, the downside is like, Vivid's the glue. You guys stink.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's like your logic, right? Because you're someone that's like, I don't care who the fuck you are, you need to try to win, okay? You got to try to attempt to win.
You need to try to win.
Okay? Whereas, I feel like Ravens, I don't know.
They're another one of those teams that's just happy to be there.
Yeah, well, like, is there any change they could possibly do that would even elevate them? Like, bro, even if you got in Johnny, he dropped 1.5s. Gwyn stopped you had online Gwyn on LAN. I still don't know if this team is fighting for chips. I don't think they are.
They would at least be more competitive, no?
Yeah.
Like,
but let's live in this world. You always lose a FaZe. That's why I don't want to rate this so much, bro. It's like, dude, even if everyone on Ravens fucking life gamed, you're still gonna get used as Thieves, and unfortunately for them, dude, that was for top 6.
Okay, but I would rather my team be competitive against these top teams and make top 4s again consistently and actually like compete against them rather than lose to clearly the 3 best teams. I'd much rather that.
Yeah, but
I'd much rather that. I'd rather my team go up in standings. I'd rather my team go further into the majors.
I still value the potential downside. Like they can still make chances, but bro, dude, there's a world where they go 2 and 3 every qualifier, fucking 8th place every event. If they drop Vivid, pick somebody else. Vivid is the gluiest glue in the world.
Like you think like that's actually true? That's actually true. I know it's true for Draza based off the personalities of FaZe. Like Simp doesn't strike me as like a super aggressive, cocky, like we're gonna fucking win this, goddammit. Like, shut the fuck up, get in the hill, win the fucking game. Like, Draza's that sort of guy, and that's like exactly what they needed. And I think it was very obvious, like from the outside looking in, they needed a psycho killer on their team, and Draza is a psycho killer. Dude, if this Ravens team gets a little extra firepower, they get someone that could kill Scrap. They get someone that could compete against Hydra. Like, that's gotta be at least an upgrade, no? And like, we're still seeing a bunch of 3 subs on a bunch of different hills, bunch of different maps. Like, Gwyn could run your ass down with a sub. Tiege could run your pockets with a sub. Oh, Johnny, granted you played tier 2. Tier 2 is full of shitters. Like, he's not going to drop a 1.5 in the league. I'll tell you right now. But like, what? Why are you laughing? It's true. If they weren't shitters, they'd be in the league as we're speaking. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
So fucked up, bro.
What,
he wouldn't be playing Bance, bro, in the league. He wouldn't be playing Bance. Dude, poor Bance.
Exactly. Dude, we're not 20 years ago when Benjamin Bance was running EU pockets. Like, we're not there anymore.
Dude, are you about to call Bance a plumber, bro? Are you about to do that?
No, Bance is not a plumber. However, Bance in the big old 25 is not the Bance that he used to be. He's not Old Spice Bance.
No, he's Ben Bance, bro.
if Bance thinks he's the same player today as he was in IW, I would have to shatter his world sadly, but I would still have to shatter his world for him. You know? But I don't see the downside in trying to change up the roster if you know you can't win. But like that goes back to my mindset of if you're not attempting to win, why the fuck are you playing? Why the fuck are you here? And I don't think this Ravens team has the current players to win anything.
No, like, I agree with that. But like I just like see like I don't think like you valued the downside too much just because it's like, oh well, because like your mindset is like winning's everything. If you're not winning, like it's last anyways, right? Which like is a fair mindset, especially
if you're not first, you're last.
But like see like I like would value fucking this team being like 4th, 5th team versus making a change and we look like a fucking 8th team that like.
But there's a chance that they go up to 3rd if they make a change. Like as easily as you could say they drop down, I could as easily be like, okay, well hypothetically they'd upgrade because they're getting more firepower.
Yeah, okay, but like, yeah.
Like just as easily I could make that point.
But I just think though, like, I don't know, like the team just scares me. I just feel like the odds of them falling off via a change is greater than the upside. Like the upside's potentially there, but the odds to me, for no good reason, by the way. Like I don't have very good reason to justify this, but like just odds to me, it feels like it's like 20% chance we jump to like 3rd, and then it's like 50% chance like 40% maybe we're like the same ish, right? 40% we just collapse.
I guess my ideas behind it are worst case we're not winning, which we're already not doing, right? Like worst case we're not winning, which we live in the reality. Ravens are fucking winning. And then like best case we win something. We get a Neptune 2.0 that changes the league. I don't know if you agree that Neptune changed the league, but I think Neptune changed the league. I feel like after Neptune joined the league, we're seeing some players play substantially faster. Like Joe is running it the fuck down. Abizi is running it the fuck down. Like these guys are playing at a crazy pace now that Neptune has joined the league and has shown like, hey man, if you're aggressive and you can win 2 gunfights per life, like you'll look real good out there, and your team has a lot of extra. You have extra space because they're going so fast. People are coming off respawn, so your team's taking advantageous gunfights, having 3v2s on the map. Like, dude, and we all know challengers play so fast compared to league. Like, Johnny has been playing at a pace that we're not seeing in league outside of like Neptune, Joe, Simp, Abizi, like. And dude, it could just be a culture shock. Like, I think they have a good culture. I love their intro. Their intro is my favorite. They look so happy in the intro. They look so happy. I love them in the intro. But like, worst case, you're not winning, but you're already not winning. So there's no downside in my opinion. You're guaranteed champs, so you don't have to worry about losing out on champs. You're already not winning. So like, worst case, you're doing what you're already doing. Worst case. Like, and best case, you get a kid that could kill Hydra. Best case, you get a kid that could kill Simp. Is O'Johnny the kid that's going to kill Hydra and Simp together? Probably not. Probably not. But like...
You don't know unless you take the chance.
You literally don't know unless you take the chance. And all respect to Vivid, I think Vivid is actually pretty good at this game. Like, statistically, not always evident. But like...
More often than not evident. By the statistics.
My fault, Reese. I didn't say that, bro. But like... But like his arrow on the map, he's usually making the right play. Like if you look at it, like Reese is doing what should be done at the time, which is why they've been so consistent all year.
Yeah, that's how he's been as a player. Like he's been around for long enough. He makes a lot of good plays.
But imagine we get a 0.8 kid to now drop a 1.1. Oh my gosh, we're killing more people on the map. Everyone's life is easier. Everyone's life is so much easier, dude. Cookie Crumble would love to sit in the hill and eat his cookies with Slasher gunning above him, with O'Johnny running it down, with Gwen holding his crosses, bro. He would love that. Dude, he'd be sitting there like the Cookie Monster in hill. Dude, think about like he'd be behind the pillars eating that crumble cookie, bro. It'd be so sick.
Dude, what are we saying?
But no, like, dude, I'm crashed out. But true. But I don't know. I do come from like, I wish more people have the mentality of if you're not winning, you need to do what it takes to win. But like,
that's just not everyone's goal, bro. That's just how it is, unfortunately.
dude,
Like,
some people
do
are just
I
happy
agree
to
with
be
that?
there.
No, but like, I'm just trying to argue it from their POV that like, there's this, there's that, there's that. This is not number one.
But I think if you were to ask Slasher, does he want to win again? And would he be willing to make a change to win? I think he would say yes.
Oh, of course.
Like Slasher's one of those competitors from back in the day that he wants to win above everything else.
He still has that dog in him, bro. Even though he's 30, he's still got that dog in him.
Dude, he's 30 and he wants to win more than half the league. Like, dude, you think Estriel wants to win as much as Slasher Litigo? Like, no way.
Dude. Estriel's got a dog in him, bro. Estriel's got dog in him.
Dude, Estriel is very good this year. I'll say
Estriel's
that.
the future.
I don't know if he. All right, I don't know about that one either, bro.
Dude, he's been playing insane this year, bro. Insane.
But we wouldn't say Kismet is the future a couple years ago. Like we wouldn't say that a couple years ago. If you said Hydra's the future, I'd be like, yeah, Hydra's the future. I agree with you. If you said right now Joe's the future, I'd be like, yeah, Joe's playing pretty well. Like, probably gonna be good in the future.
Joe's not that much worse than Joe. He's just on a worse team. Imagine those two together, bro. Oh my god.
Oh, they'd be running it the fuck down,
dude.
They'd be running it the fuck down at everyone, bro. But like, I still think like Sam and Abizi would gun them. Like, I still think they would get shit slammed.
They probably would, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I understand my mindset is way different than most people's, right? Like, I get it. That's fine. That's okay. But man, what's the fucking point? Like, they have a clear upgrade path. Vivid statistically is your worst player. You could pick up another player to pick up the slack there, and you just have Slasher run the program. You have Slasher play around 3 psychopaths that are really good, and you just win around that. Sort of what JCap did. Like, sort of JCap's entire career. You get 3 psychopaths that are so good at the game, and you just lead the troops. Sort of what Kenny did last year with OpTic. You get 3 kids that are insane at the game, and you lead the troops, and they do it all, and you win. Like, I think it could happen. Dude, most of these teams should be thinking about changes. Genuinely.
Yeah, I will say, like, yeah, this is like the point in the year, changes got to be made, and like, yeah, there's a market of solid challengers players out there, bro. Like, dude, if there's not like at least 1 to 2 guys picked up off that Omit team that just won with Johnny, Alex, Standing, Brack, like, yeah, no, 100%,
Ring dead. Okay, if let's say none of the teams make a change, right? None of the teams make a change. They all say the same for the rest of the year. Will you agree that these motherfuckers are stupid and they are not playing to win?
Yes.
And they need to start playing to win.
Yes.
But like, why not play to win? You're already here. Why not play to win?
Well, I don't think you should be like stagnant. I just think like, well, I don't like. I mean, obviously, like, context matters, right? Like, bro, if it's like Major 4, the year's already over, then like, okay, bro, like,
still have EWC.
Yeah, but like, dude, you can make a change like after Major 4, like ride it out, and then make the change for EWC. Many teams did that last year, bro. Ravens,
true,
ROKKR and shit, right? But I mean, like, at this point in the year, though, when we're like middle of the year, we have like a bunch of teams on the border. Like, bro, like, dude, like ROKKR with a change can make that jump. Cloud9
probably improve.
Yeah, like they can make that jump. Heretics.
I want to hate.
Stay.
I want to hate attach for Alec.
I would hate it.
Alec's been there, done that. Dylan's been there, done that. But Alec's probably going to give you a couple more numbers.
He might, bro. I'm so happy for like RC's, bro. Dude, he's been playing. He played well this past weekend, bro.
He's playing
Everyone's
good
been
COD
on
right
his
now.
ass, bro. Everyone's been on his ass. Everyone thinks he's a shitter. Bro, newsflash, bro's not a shitter. He's a winner, bro.
Hey, man, there was a point in time Alec RC was a shitter. I know he's your favorite player.
Like, bro, dude, LAGMW2, bro. Dude, the whole team stuff, bro. Dude, Joe Deceives looked bad on that team, bro. Look at how he is now, bro.
Yeah, but like this is now, cheese, and that was then. Then they were bad. Then they were bad.
god awful. All of them.
But now they're good. I think Alec deserves a chance. He's a two rings, bro. Alec deserves a chance.
Yo, 2.5, bro. 2.5. He won a ring in challenges last year, bro. Yo, he counts as 0.5. 2.5.
He
rings,
counts
bro.
that as a 0.5?
Yeah, bro, dude, challenge. Yeah, why not, bro? Half a
Dude,
ring.
if I go to Alec's Twitter and I see 2.5 world champion,
Dude, he used
I will
to.
freak
He
out.
used to. He used to. I don't know if he still does, but he used to.
Oh, I love Alec Garces for that. Get
I
him
don't
back
blame
in the
him,
league.
bro. Dude, yeah, no, get him
But
back
dude,
in the league.
there's so many teams that could change for some very good talent that like these around the cusp teams need to fucking consider it. Like between OpTic, who's 6th, and ROKKR, who is 10th,
Ooh,
is 20 points. It's 20 points. What?
We got robbed of OpTic RCDs a couple years ago in MW2. Now might be the time, bro.
No, I don't think Alec and Bruce would play well together.
Why not? Dude. Alec would just be like an infinitely better Skies, bro. Alec can just sit in Hill and Soak, bro. Dashy go run around and kill.
But like,
why not, bro?
I guess so. But like,
why not, bro?
But I think the improvement he brings to OpTic is less than the improvement he would bring to like a Cloud9, a ROKKR,
No, I agree.
A Breach. I don't know.
Don't put Alec on Beach, bro. He would improve that team, but
dude, if he could get some consistency out of Purge and Snoopy, like I don't hate it. Dude, we had a glimpse of Cold War Cammy. Oh my gosh, I was watching Cammy's POV. We had a glimpse of Cold War Cammy back. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! This guy was actually
especially
so
in
good
that
for a little bit.
series, bro. Oh my god. Wait,
Dude,
we did a couple throwbacks.
I saw prime Cold War Cammy back, but yeah, I don't know, dude. Like 20 points that bring 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Like all those teams need to be considering a change. All those teams.
Yeah. They're gonna have to lock in, make some decisions to make. Do we have other things to talk about? I feel like we've covered quite a bit.
Yeah,
we maybe didn't cover like every team. Like we got like Falcons.
What else can we say about the Falcons? One quick note. Yeah, one quick note on the Falcons. To whom, I hope your dad's health is okay. I hope you're doing okay. I hope everything works out okay, of course. But to back off that, blow up the fucking roster, man. Dude, blow up the fucking roster. Blow up the fucking roster.
Bro, like, I mean, like, they should, but, bro, like, they're already compromised.
It's too late to make
wants
champs.
To join. Yeah, can't make champs at all.
Okay. If this team approached players to join, like some Challengers players, and they said, we are dropping everyone but Xnid, I think Challengers players would join. I genuinely could see that.
Should. Just because, like, yeah, like, why wouldn't you? I'm like, even though you're not like make champs, like, yeah, league salary, you at least get like chance to get
guaranteed
your name out
salary
there again, right? Like, because yeah, I think it's like a lot of like Challengers players that like were in the league, but, like got thrown back in the Challengers. Like, yeah, like it's like so hard, like get like your name back out there, like Brack, like even though like
it's a perfect example.
Like he's good, like yeah, like, he might never get another chance just because like oh he's old, he's been in the league, but it's like yeah, it's like if Brack got like a Falcons offer, it's like a Spart.
Right.
Brolu, Capsital,
Illy, I can see Illy.
T-Fell.
Yeah,
so just gotta take it.
Dude, also, if you're on the roster that gives the Falcons their first win, that's gonna be spoken about. Like that will be spoken about. And that is a clear like path of improvement. Like these motherfuckers are like
against live mates.
Dude, they're what? They're 0-18 in series win losses. They're 9-54 in map count. Like, dude, you get them
something in hardpoint.
Dude, you get them a hardpoint win? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bro.
But like, I think the only players willing to join Falcons are Challengers players that are explicitly told everyone is dropped except for Xnid. I think Xnid is actually a pretty good player. Like,
keep him. For sure.
I think Xnid is the only viable keep option right now. I don't think Doom, I don't think Wixel, I don't think Roxas, I don't think King. If Kix decided to come back, I think obviously you give Kix a chance. But like Kix and Xnid are the only two players allowed on the roster. Max. What? Why are you laughing at that?
I don't know. No, okay. From what we've seen, 100% agree. The slight thing that I'm not freaking out about at all. Okay, I'm not getting my hopes way too high up. But Challengers this past weekend, there was this guy, QK, I think his name was, on their academy team. He's putting up some decent numbers, bro. And if Falcons do stick with the side project, I think he's the likely candidate to get the spot.
To come up.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean, like, he ain't no kicks, but, like, dude, I mean,
He's
hey, bro,
playing
like,
good.
Dahom's arguably been the worst player, okay? So, if we upgrade the worst player, and, like, dude, like, they've been, like, a little close to winning some hard points and shit, but, like they might get another win. Maybe.
Dude. It's going to be generational when they win their first hard point. It's going to be more generational when they win their first series.
Ooh,
there's no chance that they don't win a series this year. There's no chance.
I don't think it's no chance. I don't think. Shane, they have 12
10 more series. Oh, 12, right? 12.
Yeah, because loses round 1 each major.
Yeah, loses
12 more series. You played 18 already?
Yeah, 0-18.
So out of your 30 series, you've already played 18 and you winless, bro. You've already played more than half. They're running out of options, Shane.
They are running out of options, but like, dude, if they get some more talent, some teams stay stagnant. Like, dude, if you told me a week from today that the Gorilla Mates didn't change, Gotaga still wants to do this with Lins, I would be very upset, but I'd still believe you because, like, a motherfucking guy loves Lins. And, like, Falcons get some talent. Like, I can see that. ROKKR, they decided to keep Paul X for some fucking reason. Hey, man, there's a chance. What, bro? Why are you laughing at that?
Bro,
what?
Paul's gotta go, bro. Paul's gotta go.
Dude, Paul came out dressed as a mob boss. And he looked... Dude, speaking of mob boss photos, Young Neptune was the best thing of this weekend. Young Neptune and Neptune shit talk.
You're gonna crash
best things of this weekend. But dude, Paul came out looking like a mob boss, and no one was intimidated, bro. Like, this guy was soft as fuck.
Yeah, no. Dude, like, literally everyone else, like, it might have worked, bro. High key, but Paul
might have worked, bro.
Fuck.
Dude,
poor Paul,
bro. Like,
he got set up.
Fuck that. Not poor Paul. He has had too many series to be this bad. I don't give a fuck. Would I do any better? No, I do worse. I do so much worse than this guy in the league. But dude, that guy stinks. That guy stinks. He's clearly not pro caliber. But yeah, man, all these teams should make a change. If you're in the bottom, Thieves, you need to step it up. Vancouver, keep it on. You guys are proven to be well. FaZe fucking hates you guys.
Wait, Shane, dude,
we got some breaking news.
Not like breaking. Okay, this happened like an hour ago. I was like just now seeing it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Alec RCD's tweeted, "I won't fumble again." Rafi, the CEO of OMIT, tweeted out a picture of RCD signing something. He won't fumble again. Dude.
Okay. Yeah, my fault. Yo, Paul, you're
already gone, back bro. In the league. My goat is back in the league. Let's go, bro.
However,
my RC stocks are up.
Time out. We've seen TFL tweet out like 3 signing gifts. We've seen Omit Rafi bait on the timeline before. I'm not. Does this one seem real? I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll believe it when I see
Alec,
it.
Don't
Alec
fuck with
should
us, bro.
be in the league.
Alec, bro, he is not a bullshitter, bro. Alec keeps it real. That's why he's my GOAT. TFL, dude, that guy's baiting for gifted subs, bro. Okay, like, dude, that guy, he wants some gifteds, he wants some super chats. Call him Zinni, right? RCDs, bro, dude, he keeps it real, bro. He keeps 100p. Shout out my boy Alec.
Right, dude. I saw a clip of Zinni saying get him on OpTic. I fucking couldn't. Yeah, okay. Hopefully Alec joins the league. We did mention him. We did say he would be an upgrade for quite a few teams. Cloud9, ROKKR, Reach. Like, obviously they're Nick said OpTic, which we're smoking. Dude, let's
get him on OpTic, bro. Fuck it.
Dude, he's been there before.
Can't get worse. What non-OpTic Ben Huntsman.
I mean,
was good on Huntsman, by the way.
Good on Huntsman.
Arguably the best player.
They won the first major, bro. No one's better than King Sup. Knock it off. No one's better than King.
In MW19?
Yeah,
that guy was average as fuck.
Bro, that's my king. Don't say that shit.
Bro, Scum, average as fuck. Formal, average as fuck. 2 best players by a mile. Envoy RCs, bro. 1A, 1B.
True. Yeah, Alec, get back in the league. Dude, what team? Okay, I'll give this the time of day. Fuck it. What team do you think he's joining? Is it for Paul X? Is he joining for Lunars? Paul X?
What options does he have? Yeah, he has like what? LAG, ROKKR. I don't even know if C9 would change it because they just got top 6. They looked okay. And he lost to FaZe and Thieves. You know?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know you're just spitballing options. Absolute likeliest, ROKKR, but I don't know.
Yeah, for Paul X or for Lunars. That's my only two options here, I think.
I hope Palag makes, bro.
OpTic,
I
probably
really
not.
hope Palag, bro. That'd be so sad.
I mean,
Dude.
but you have to take the league offer. You have to.
Yeah, dude, Shane, I'm just thinking about this for like myself, bro. Dude, I might get a boner if I see RC's and SJ on the same team, bro. Dude,
Yo,
those are my guys,
insane.
bro. That's my second team, bro. That's my second team guaranteed.
Insane.
I'll buy the fucking ROKKR bundle and match Dirty, bro. Oh my god.
Yo, shout out the Dirty reference. Dude, Dirty would actually be proud of his team. Oh my god, what a time.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, holy shit, we're yapping right now, bro. I don't think OD
Dude, we are. Does he not?
Dude, I don't think he does.
Oh, we have to ask him.
Yeah, no, we gotta ask him. Dude, he's a hater.
Overall,
he's just a FaZe hater. You know, it's like anyone that's ever played, like, he hates him. He's weird.
Yo,
like that,
shout out OD for that. All right, quick recap because there's been a lot said. OpTic, you still stink. FaZe, congratulations on the win. Thieves, you might be onliners. Prove us wrong. Ultra, you played well. Ravens, I think you should blow it the fuck up. Vancouver, keep on keeping on. Cold War Cammy might be back, but we need to see more. Miami, stop your nonsense. Drop Lucky, pick up Super. Cloud9 played well. Respectable. Tippable. ROKKR, Polex, you're fucking gone, buddy. You're gone. Gorilla mates, hopefully you're all gone except for Kismet. That guy's godlike. To whom? Hope your dad's okay. Hope you're doing okay. Blow up the roster. Only keep X-Nade. Nick is hot, handsome, and cool as shit. Happy he's here with me today.
Likewise, Shane.
I'm good. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. I'm good. Real thirsty, real hot. Dude, it's 91 degrees here in California. I'm sweating, bro. I'm pissed off. Right, I'm going to drink some water.
Let's get the hell out of here, Shane.
Fans,
see you on the next one in a couple weeks.
Let us know how the major went for you. If you're proud of anyone, if you agree or disagree with what we said, we will see you in episode 17. Bye, freaking bye.